Welcome back to TECHMIMIC, where you can simply view, imitate, replicate, and get on with your day. This video explains how to configure on-demand GPU offloading, also called graphics switching or hybrid GPU, on PopOS with an NVIDIA graphics card, with some tips and tricks along the way. This should enable you to switch between integrated and dedicated or discrete GPUs in PopOS. I am demonstrating this on PopOS 22.04, and by now PopOS 24.04 was released in December of 2025. And as you most likely know, there is now the new Cosmic desktop environment, and some GNOME applications are replaced by Cosmic applications. All of that has nothing to do with the contents of this video. This will work irrespective of the version of PopOS being used. I also assume that you have a working NVIDIA GPU and onboard graphics, and you now want to configure on-demand GPU offloading, also called hybrid GPU. You can identify your graphics cards by opening a terminal and typing sudo lshw-C display, and provide the password if you are asked for it. In my case, I have a dedicated NVIDIA GT710 GPU and an onboard Intel integrated graphics controller, and this is directly on the motherboard of my computer. PopOS comes bundled with a utility for managing graphics and power profiles, and you can start this with System76-Power. And we are interested in the graphics profile, where the graphics mode can be queried or set with the graphics command. So let's try that. System76-Power graphics. And it tells me that the current graphics profile used is NVIDIA, meaning that all of my video processing is handled by the NVIDIA GPU only. But what we want is the so-called hybrid graphics mode, and it uses both the integrated GPU and the discrete NVIDIA GPU. And you can set this with the command System76-Power graphics hybrid. And when you query the graphics profile again, it has now changed to hybrid. By the way, I would say it is always best to restart your computer after a change in the graphics profile, so it can pick up any of the changes. And to clarify, hybrid graphics mode uses the integrated GPU by default and the discrete NVIDIA GPU only when an application explicitly requests to use it. And this can be as simple as right-clicking the application, in this case Firefox, and selecting Launch using discrete graphics card. I have shown you the System76-Power utility from the terminal, and I did that on purpose so that you hopefully get a better understanding. It is, however, integrated directly in the user interface, and for that click the System menu in the top right corner, and there are the graphics profiles available for you to switch between. Now let's see if the NVIDIA GPU can render with the GLMark2 utility. GLMark2 is an OpenGL benchmark rendering test utility, so for a simple test to generate some load for the GPU, this is perfect. Install it with the command sudo apt install glmark2 and type Y to install the packages. Once it is installed, simply start it with glmark2. Every 10 seconds, a new image will be rendered, and you can see the results on screen. Check the GL vendor, GL renderer, and GL version to check what GPU is being used for the rendering. And in this case, it will be the Intel integrated GPU, because we are in the hybrid graphics profile, and there we need to specifically forward GPU processing to the NVIDIA GPU. Close glmark2 with Ctrl and C. To now run some graphics load on the NVIDIA GPU, type DRI_prime in capitals equals 1 glmark2. Double check that the renderer starts with NV or reads NVIDIA to identify this is the NVIDIA GPU being used. And this is how you can force a specific application to use the dedicated GPU. Just replace the glmark2 application name with the name of the application that you want to use. If DRI prime is not working for you, allow me to not explain the technicalities why, but I will just suggest trying any of the two commands that is on screen now, and they are also in the video description for your convenience. That's it. Hope it helped, and if it did, please like the video and keep it up. Until next time, bye!